You are scrolling. It is late at night, in the quiet of your room. And you see it. Another engagement photo. Another new baby announcement. Another promotion. Another new house. Another trip around the world. And a familiar, hollow ache opens up in your chest. It is followed by a cold, quiet panic. The feeling that you are standing still, while the entire world is sprinting past you. The feeling that you are at the starting line of a race that everyone else is already about to finish. This is the silent, heavy, and deeply painful feeling of falling behind in life. It is one of the great, unspoken anxieties of our time. And it can leave you feeling broken, inadequate, and completely alone. You look at your own life, and you see the detours, the setbacks, the unfinished projects. And you believe that you have done something wrong. That you have failed. But what if I told you a different story? A truer story? What if I told you that this great, collective race you feel you are losing does not exist? It is a phantom, a myth. And your feeling of falling behind is not a sign of your failure. It is a sign that you have been measuring your own, unique, and sacred journey against someone else's map. Let's be very clear. There is no universal timeline for a human life. There is no correct age to get married, to have a child, to find your career, to be happy. This idea of a single, linear path is a collective illusion. And the truth is this. You are not falling behind. You are on your own path. And your path has required a different pace. Let's talk about some of these paths. Sometimes, the one who feels behind is actually the healer. While others were busy building their careers and their relationships, you were engaged in a quiet and monumental battle. You were healing. You were processing the trauma of your childhood. You were unlearning the painful patterns you were taught. You were doing the deep, invisible, and courageous work of putting yourself back together. This work does not come with a promotion. It does not get likes on social media. But it is the hardest and most important work a person can ever do. You were not falling behind. You were in the emergency room of your own soul, saving your own life. And that is a victory that is greater than any external milestone. Sometimes, the one who feels behind is actually the late bloomer. Imagine two seeds are planted on the same day. One sprouts a flower in a week. It is bright and beautiful, and everyone celebrates it. The other seed, your seed, does not. For a long time, it just sits in the dark soil. It looks like nothing is happening. But what you cannot see is the vast and intricate root system it is building deep underground. It is gathering more nutrients, building a stronger foundation. And when it is finally ready, it does not just produce a flower. It grows into a mighty, resilient tree that will stand for 100 years. Your journey has required more time in the dark. You have been building deeper roots. You are not behind. You are preparing for a bloom that is meant to last. And sometimes, the one who feels behind is the explorer. You were never meant for the paved, straight highway that everyone else is on. Your soul craves the scenic route, the winding dirt roads, the paths that lead to unknown places. So your journey has been filled with detours. You changed your major 5 times. You've lived in 3 different countries. You've had a dozen different jobs. The world might look at this and call it indecisive or unfocused. But the truth is, you have been collecting experiences. You have been gathering wisdom. You have been discovering who you are. Your journey is not about reaching a predetermined destination as quickly as possible. Your journey is about the richness of the path itself. So where does this painful illusion of falling behind come from? It comes from the constant and toxic act of comparison. And the greatest engine of comparison in human history is in the palm of your hand. Social media is not a reflection of reality. It is a curated highlight reel of everyone else's victories. You are comparing your full, messy, and complex behind-the-scenes footage to everyone else's perfectly edited movie trailer. It is a game that you are neurologically designed to lose. And this feeling is also fed by the social clock. The unspoken timeline that our families, our culture, and even a part of ourselves expects us to follow. This is the ghost of expectations past, and it can haunt us, making us feel that our own unique rhythm is wrong. So how do we begin to step out of this phantom race? How do we learn to honor our own sacred pace? The first step is to grieve the timeline you thought you should have. Allow yourself to feel the sadness, the disappointment, for the life you imagined for yourself by this age. Honoring that grief is what allows you to let go of the old map. The second step is to curate your input. You have the power to control the information that enters your mind. Unfollow the accounts that trigger your comparison. Mute the voices that make you feel small. You must become a fierce and loving bodyguard for your own peace. Fill your feed and your life with stories of people who have taken the scenic route, who have bloomed late, who have defined success on their own terms. The third step is to redefine your own milestones. The world only celebrates the big, external victories. You must learn to celebrate your own, quiet, internal ones. Did you set a boundary you were afraid of? That is a milestone. Did you get through a difficult day with self-compassion? That is a milestone. Did you finally rest without guilt? That is a milestone of the highest order. You must become the sole judge in the courtroom of your own progress. And finally, you must remember the one great and humbling truth of this journey. The finish line of this supposed race is the same for everyone. The goal is not to get there first. The goal is to live, to learn, to love, and to experience the unique, unrepeatable, and beautiful journey of your own path. You are not falling behind. You have been healing. You have been growing roots. You have been exploring. And you are, in this exact moment, in the only place you are supposed to be. You are right on time. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who feels like they are being left behind, please share this video. It might be the reminder they need that their own path is perfect. Thank you for watching. You are on your own sacred time.